Hello, my friends. Good morning. I'm so glad to see you. Let's start off with our good morning song. Ready? Good morning, good morning. It's time to start the day. Good morning, good morning. I'm glad you're here today. I am so glad you're here. It's time for our calendar. Let's see who our helper is today. Ooh, look at that. I picked number 15. Now, you know what's really interesting about the number 15? In my morning class, it's Emily. And in my afternoon class, it's another Emily. So, Emily and Emily, come on down. Help me out with the calendar. Are you ready? Here we go. Say, let's count. 1, 2. What comes after 2? 3. Let's look at the pattern. Orange, orange. Oh, we don't know what comes next. It could either be orange or it could be green. What should it be, Emily? Emily, what do you think? You think green? Okay, I'll do green. And then number 3, a green 3. All right, let's zoop up to the day of the week. Ready? Zoop. Today is Friday. Today is Friday. All day long. All day long. Yesterday was Thursday. Tomorrow will be Saturday. All day long. All day long. Today is Friday, April 3rd, 2020. Oh, good job, Emily and Emily. Good job, everybody else. I'm so proud of you. Today, we are going to work on a brand new letter. A, B, C, D, E. We're going to work on the letter E. Here we go. Okay, boys and girls, here we have big E or uppercase E, capital E, and little e, lowercase e or small e. Let's look at the big E. It's a big line down. It starts at the top and it goes to the bottom, and then 3 lines across, one at the top, one in the middle, and one at the bottom. Now let's look at that. The one at the top and the one at the bottom are the same size. The one in the middle is a little bit shorter or smaller. Here we go. We're going to start. I'm going to use my marker. You use a crayon or a pencil or a marker at home. You go from the top all the way down. Then you lift up your pencil. You go across the top and make a horizontal line. Yep. Then you go across the bottom and make a horizontal line the same size. And then you go right on the midline and make a shorter line. Capital E, big E. Now let's look at the little e or the lowercase e. It's a magic C. Now remember, a magic C starts just below the midline. So we start below, we go up to the midline, and we come around like a smile. And then we do a horizontal line across. That's my little e or my lowercase e. Big E, little e. What begins with E? Ooh, take your trunk out. Big E, little e. What begins with E? Elephant. Elephant begins with E. All right, boys and girls. And boy, do I have a surprise for you. We are going to make something that starts with the letter E. I'll show you in 1 minute. Remember, boys and girls, Ellie Elephant says just like Elmer the Elephant by David McKee. I wanted to read you this book, but I don't have it, so I went on YouTube and I looked it up. Here we go.
Elmer by David McKee. There was once a herd of elephants. Elephants young, elephants old, elephants tall and short, fat and thin. All were different, but all were happy and almost all were the same color. All except Elmer. Elmer was not elephant color. He was patchwork. Elmer was yellow and orange and red and pink and purple and blue and green and black and white. It was Elmer who kept all the other elephants happy. Their games and jokes were always his idea. If an elephant was laughing, the cause was usually Elmer. But Elmer himself wasn't happy. Whoever heard of a patchwork elephant, he thought. No wonder they laugh at me. One morning, just as the others were waking up, Elmer slipped away. After a long walk, Elmer found what he was looking for, a large bush covered with elephant-colored berries. Elmer caught hold of the bush and shook it until the berries fell on the ground. Then Elmer lay down and rolled over on the berries, this way and that. He picked up bunches of berries and rubbed himself all over until he was covered with berry juice. When he was finished, there wasn't a sign of any yellow or orange or red or pink or purple or blue or green or black or white. Elmer looked like any other elephant. On his way back through the jungle, Elmer passed the other animals. "Good morning, elephant," they said. When Elmer rejoined the herd, none of the other elephants noticed him. As he stood there, Elmer felt something was wrong. But what? He looked around. Same old jungle, same old blue sky, same old rain cloud, same old elephants. The other elephants were standing absolutely still, silent and serious. Elmer had never seen them so serious before. It made him want to laugh. Finally, he could bear it no longer. He lifted his trunk and at the top of his voice shouted, "Boo!" The other elephants jumped in surprise. Elmer was helpless with laughter. Then the other elephants began to laugh. "Too bad Elmer isn't here to share the fun," they said, laughing harder and harder. And then the rain cloud burst. When the rain fell on Elmer, his patchwork started to show again. "Oh, Elmer," gasped the old elephant as Elmer was washed back to normal. "You've played some good jokes, but this has been the biggest laugh of all. What would we do without you?" "Well, we must celebrate this day every year," said another. "The day of Elmer's best joke. All the elephants will decorate themselves in his honor," said the third, "and Elmer will decorate himself in elephant color." And one day each year the elephant colored themselves yellow or orange or red or pink or purple or blue or green or black or white and have a parade. If you happen to see an elephant in the Elmer's Day parade who is just ordinary elephant color, you will know it must be Elmer. The end.
I hope you liked the book, Elmer. I thought it was a really great book. And now, if you'll bear with me, I'm going to get set up for our art activity for the day. Now, as you know, I really like to recycle and reuse and reduce the amount of things that we throw into the landfills. I don't like to put everything in the garbage. I really like to reuse things. So when I'm done with my milk, I tend to save the jugs, just like this one over here. Look at this. We had milk inside and now it's empty, and I'm going to use it to make Elmer the elephant. And I hope you can too. You're going to need a little help from mom or dad or your aunt or your uncle or whoever is an adult that lives with you that could help you. Here we go. Okay, like I told you, I saved my milk jugs. Here's one without anything on it. And here's another one. I started tracing the line around. You're going to start just below the handle. Take a permanent marker or a felt tip pen. Let mom or dad help you with this part because if you don't, you're going to get it all over you. And draw all the way around. Keep going until you touch the edges. Excellent job. Cap your marker. And now, because a milk jug is made out of very thin plastic, you can pretty much just squeeze it and cut the plastic. So you squeeze and cut, and squeeze and cut, and squeeze and cut all the way around. I'm going to poke my scissors in there so that I can get more cut. And then when I'm all done cutting all the way around, I have something that looks like this. I have my trunk. I left my lid on. I cut a big circle in the front, a little circle on the side, a big circle in the back, and a little circle on the other side. And then I take my excess paper that you know I like to save, and I cut it up into little itty bitty squares and rectangles. Then I take my glue, and one at a time, I put them on my elephant, just so that it looks like the patchwork elephant that we saw in the book Elmer. I have to let my glue come down. I squeeze. It's so good for you to squeeze that glue. And then I put the paper on. It's great if you have excess tissue paper lying around, but I also had some construction paper and some colorful printer paper. Sometimes magazines have very colorful pages. When you're all done covering the whole entire thing, you cut out 2 circles, and you can take your marker or crayon and make a pupil in the middle. It's a smaller circle, and you're going to glue them on. And then Elmer's going to have 2 eyes, and he's going to look fabulous, if I do say so myself. And you know what? I do. I am not done yet, but when you see me next time, I'll show you what he looks like as a finished elephant. And here's his trunk. Don't forget his legs. 1, 2, 3, 4. Awesome job. All right, girls and boys, I hope you like that. I look forward to seeing you later. Bye. See ya.